Hi guys, and how are we all doing? My name is Deriv from TradewithBolu Online Services, and I'll be here taking you on our weekly Deriv analysis from the 27th of September running all the way to the 2nd of October. That's the Saturday, and Deriv open from even all through the weekend. So I hope you had an amazing trading week last week because we had most of our sectors play out right here at TradewithBolu, both in the weekly Deriv and in the weekly Forex analysis. You would want to be checking out for this coming week if you missed out on last week. So first, before watching this video, it means that you understand the risk warning associated with trading Forex and derivatives, and you understand that it may not be suitable for all investors, and you understand that it carries a high degree of risk. Okay, and you make sure you fully understand the risks involved. Remember, the best way to attack risk is applying proper risk management. Okay, I would always say that this is not an analysis or a Forex analysis advice. This is just our simple analysis. Okay, everything here we're going to apply proper risk management when trading. Okay, because that's the best way to stay long in the Forex game. We're analyzing 4 indices this week: step index, VIX 50 volatility 50, VIX 25 volatility 25, and also VIX 751S, which is also called volatility 751S index. And we're not really going to be taking much of our time, so we're rushing on. Remember, most of our analysis played out last week, and we just may be continuing on the idea of what we had on this analysis. So this is step index. This is just my own analysis. I could be wrong, and I'll apply proper risk management, but applying proper following proper market trend and structure, most of the times you should be right. So our step index, we want to first look out on a big time frame. I love sometimes using this top down analysis where you go from a top time frame down to the small time frame, understanding market structure first before taking positions. One of the best ways to go about it. So we have a downtrend. Market has been on a strong downtrend. A step index, making lower lows and lower lows and lower lows and lower highs and lower lows and lower highs. But this week, for last week, we expected price to come here, but price didn't really reach our entry level. So it missed it by just some few distances, but it's expected. So this coming week, we also still bearish on step index and taking a new position here. Looking at this new area of value on step index, call it my area of value, where I'm looking for a potential move from to the downside. So I have this new low being created already here, and I have 3 key points now I'm looking at: 1, 2, and 3. So since this is on a downtrend, I'll definitely be looking for selling opportunities, and from here I'm looking for price to just make a little move to this side. Okay, let's go down to a smaller time frame, so we pick out a cleaner entry. Okay, from here we saw a double top, okay, and we saw price push down here. So what I'm looking for is price coming back to this, because this was a previous support from the resistance, but now it could also come back to once again want to form a resistance again. Okay, so I'm looking at taking some opportunities, looking at potential opportunities from this region, sells to this downside all the way down here, potential sell from here to here. Okay, for this coming week, that's what I'm looking at, because I remember I would always say I'm a fan of the Fibonacci, and I'm drawing on my Fibo. I would see, have key points 50, 61.8. Those are key points I'm looking at. This coincides with the 50 region. Yes, it coincides with the 50 region. So this is a potential point I'm looking for to see price coming into this region. This is a previous resistance, looking once again to form once again another resistance, coupled with market trend, which is a downtrend. So we have the trend in our favor. We have an area of value, which is this previous resistance. Then looking at this previous double top, once again coming here, price coming here and pushing down to the downside. So this is just a simple way to analyze here, following market structure, picking out an area of value and picking out an entry. Remember, only once price reaches here, I'll check, go to my smaller time frame like the H1 M30, look for chart patterns, double top, okay, just like we had some chart patterns here, double top or heads and shoulder pattern, or any chart pattern, bearish chart patterns that I'm looking out to before taking an entry. Or I'll be looking for candlestick patterns. I don't just want to rush on trade in isolation. So I'm looking at candlestick patterns coupled with chart patterns for proper accuracy. Okay, so looking at a sell from this side to this downside is a potential lookup for this week. But if you are kind of a rush in the short term, you may want to trade this uptrend, but I don't advise that. I don't trade against the trend. The trend is your friend. Some say until it ends, but the trend is your friend. So I trade with the trend of the market. Remember, trading is just about patience. You just want to be waiting for price to reach here, then you take it out. It may take pretty much to the middle of this week before we see this move play out, but it's best to be safe than sorry. So this is a potential sell from this region, 91 risk profile region, with a stop loss just slightly above here and a potential take profit somewhere here, okay, for this coming week. So let's see how that plays out this coming week. So moving on to VIX 50 index. VIX 50 had a bearish analysis last time I analyzed this. Price coming here, but price has not yet reached there. So I'm still waiting for price to reach here. So my analysis for this still remains waiting for price to reach up to this 2.85 region, 0.785 region, sorry. Potential TP around this region, because I would explain. Alright, so back a potential TP around this 204.0443 region, and because this was looking at the downtrend starting, we had a push up throughout April, May, June, July. Price came here, created this high here. We have price coming, breaking structure, taking out this previous low here, forming a new lower high here. So looking at this downtrend continuing, price possibly reaching here and taking a push to this downside, because I'm a fan of Fibon. So and aligning my Fibon will have it aligned perfectly with the 61.8, which is a key region I'm looking up to. So VIX 50 index bearish this week. What I'm looking for, bearish playouts. Remember, I could be wrong. Okay, my stop loss is just going to go slightly above here, yes, above this. And only once price breaks above this region, I become bullish on VIX 50. But as long as price is still below this region, I'm still bearish on my VIX 50 index. So looking for a push from this downside towards this downside. You may want to take it all the way down, or just want to hold it, but looking at the potential push towards this downside, because we saw a push, buyers tried to push, sellers came in. I don't want to try to push again and sellers come in and just take it out to this downside. Okay, so we have VIX 50 index, and scroll down to the big time frame. We have something more like a ranging market. On VIX 50 index, we have kind of like quite a little rangy choppy market, and price seems like it just broke out. Okay, let me draw something here. Price seems like it just broke out of this little wedge line structure, and looks like it will be pushing up to the upside. So VIX 50, looking at this, I decided to be bullish on this, because it seems like price is making higher highs, but this is a new high, there's a new high. So that price will be making higher highs for this coming weeks for VIX 50 index. So I saw a potential trend and potential trend line forming possibly on this. So we could see a potential trend line, and that means price is so close to our area now we are looking at. So I'm looking at this region. Okay, this was the previous resistance, now turned to support and could act as a support once more. And let me draw my Fibonacci and see. Oh, this is also a very important region, 78.6, and price aligns with that also. But okay, basic analysis. This is an uptrend, VIX 25, which we are seeing clearly. Price making higher highs and higher lows and higher highs and possibly higher low, and we have a trend. I remember what I drew from the wedge on the D1 daily time frame. Price breaking out of that trend and possibly continuing to the upside. So a potential uptrend for VIX 25 this coming week. Broke out of this choppy like structure and seems like it could want to trend this week, because market consolidates, then trends, then consolidates, then trends. You have this whole accumulation and distribution of market flow. But this is it on a smaller scale. You have a rangy, then a trending. Okay, so on you I see I'm seeing some candlestick like patterns here already, indicating some bullish pressure may want to come in. Well, I always look for chart patterns. They have the double tops or the inverse head and shoulder, or the double have the double bottoms coming in here to just indicate that market is in the right direction I'm looking at. So I was always scale down to a smaller time frame and would wait for some clear market chart patterns, okay, before taking any position here. So when I see my clear patterns, what am I looking for? Taking a position around this region, okay, with a stop loss below this region, then I'm just going to hold this trade quite some long time, okay, because it seems like a long trade, so I just want to hold it. Well, still price looks like it has some room to push to the upside, okay. Well, I'm a fan of holding this trade, okay. Stop loss below this, because if price breaks below this region, then I become bullish until price structure invalidates the trend before I switch to a bearish side. But for VIX 25, I'm quite bullish for this coming week. Same potential options for a buy around this region, but I go to a small time frame and will check out for any chart pattern that indicate bullish before taking. Remember, we'll be posting out entry levels when I'm taking out my entry on TradewithBolu Telegram group chat. So you may want to stick around with that. So we have VIX 75 index, which is our last one, and for this I saw this smooth trending market. Okay, and the H4 we have a downtrend, and I just pulled out my moving average, and this is the VIX 100 simple moving average. Yes, VIX 100 simple moving average, and perfectly aligns with this trend to me. So I've seen price touching it 1, 2, 3, 4, came here again. Price has just been respecting it, and seems like price may want to be respecting it again. And if you draw your trend line may not be so perfect like this, but you could see some potential coming in soon. But for this, I'm quite bearish on this. So here am I bearish from? I'm bearish from this region, looking at potential source from this previous resistance towards this downside. Let me get that. So for this, I'm quite bearish for this week, and when price reaches here, looking for some. Remember, I would always say chart patterns before taking entry level, and until price breaks above this, before I become quite bullish on this. But for this, I'm bearish for this week. looking for some sales around this region. I have a moving average, I have the trend in my favor, I have a little trend line I drew before, I have this resistance which we want to play out here. So for this, I'm quite bearish on VIX on 5-1s for this coming week. So this is our analysis for this week. Bearish thesis for VIX 5-1s, for this bullish thesis, for this still bearish, and for this still bearish. So remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on our Telegram channel at TradewithBolu Financial Services. You may want to sign up for any of our courses because this is a new month. We are heading to the October month, and you may want to just gift yourself any of our package. So follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, and remember to trade safely this coming week. Applying proper risk management is the best and only way that can take you far in this trading game. Okay, apply proper risk management. You may want to check out our forex analysis also, and have an awesome trading week. See you next week. Bye for now.